Welcome back, guys. In the last one, we got mostly the ground floor built of this building. I think pretty much all of it, actually. And in this one, we're going to build the next two. And maybe even get the machines going if I have the time for all of that. Because there's quite a lot to do. We need to set up trucks and everything. So maybe. But anyway... I have set up 20 assemblers here, and it is raining Christmas presents, which is awesome. So these 20 assemblers are going to be making encased industrial pipe. And we're standing on the roof of the overpass here, by the way, so come along this way. I'm not sure about all of these stairs. I think I might cut it away so that there are just 4, maybe even just 2 in the middle, and make the rest walls. Not sure about that. But all of these assemblers are going to make encased industrial pipe. So each assembler, let's see, encased industrial pipe, will take 28 steel pipe per minute and 20 concrete per minute. So yeah, that is pretty good. And I've made it so that we have a reasonable amount of space. Hey, there's something wrong here. This needs to be moved back a space, I think. Or does... what's going on here? So... this has like a full thing in between it. I see what's wrong. These need to be moved back half a space. No, they don't. What the heck? This is starting in the middle as 2.5. Then we have basically 2 halves. Alright, so 1, 2. Ah, yeah. They do need to be moved back half a space. Okay. That's fine. That's easy to do. So that we have an entire walkway, well, an entire foundation in between, you might say. 2 half foundations. But yeah, and then in the middle here, I think this will just be like a big hall. And we'll have glass windows here. This tower is, of course, going to go away. So that you can stand here and enjoy the view and see the trains coming in and going out and stuff like that. And then we're going to have one more floor above, which is going to be steel modular frames. Now that floor doesn't need to be as big as this one, but it does need to be there. I could have fit everything on this floor, but it would be a little bit cramped, I found, and I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make it cramped. I want to make it look nice. So that's why it's gonna happen like this. But anyway, I will continue setting all this up, probably getting the next floor up built as well, and then I'll come back and show you what has been done. Okay, so we have our floor with our encased industrial pipes set up, and I need to color this or color all of it or something, I don't know. But in here we have 10 machines making encased industrial pipes, or encased industrial beams as the name is, but we're using the encased industrial pipe recipe. So these 10 need 280 steel pipes per minute, which is a little bit annoying because it's 10 more than the Mach 3 belt can use or can carry, but we'll just use Mach 4 belts. and 200 concrete per minute to power all of these. I have the power hooked up to them. I don't have power coming to the floor yet, but we will get that, of course. And where's their hole there? Shouldn't be there. And then we have another 10 over here, making industrial pipes. The exact same setup, and I think it's pretty darn good. And these are coming out, so we're making 40 in each of these setups. 40 of them are needed for our heavy modular frames. 40 are for our own use, so that we have building materials coming in. So yeah, pretty psyched about that. I do need to figure out something about this outer wall. So I decided to make this floor a little bit smaller. Well, not this floor, but the next floor I'll make smaller. So I'm going to put roofs on here somehow. I haven't really figured that out yet, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. Oh, and I need to put on some... What? Soup. I want you to soup. Over there. And all the way over there. And I'm missing concrete. I think I have to go back and get concrete to do this. But we'll of course have some lights in here as well, and in the pods here as well. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll figure it out. Then we have in here we have like an underfloor again. We'll be putting walls up around this so that you can't see the stairs, or you can't. Well, rather you can't from the stairs see the underfloor because it's going to be a little messy, right? And then up here we'll have our assemblers for making the steel modular frames. And like I said, this floor is going to be a little bit bigger. It doesn't need to be that big. Ooh, a Christmas present. There we go. And what I'm thinking, we need 14 machines. So I'm thinking maybe 4 going down here and 4 on the other side, and then 6 in the middle, so that we're kind of utilizing the entire floor. I want this to be one big floor, I think, not pods. So just so it's a little bit different. And yeah, that's about it. And I made it down here on these floors so that we have these nice big windows where you can look out at the trucks coming and going. We have nice big windows here so you can look out at the trains and the falling Christmas presents at the moment. The same here. Well, all the way around. It's the same all the way around. And then we have our walkway across to our manufacturers. And in here we could actually put a couple of doors into the maintenance space. That might not be a bad idea. I think I'm going to do that right now. Yeah. Kind of like that. And we'll put a sign up like authorized personnel only or something like that. But you can get in here, and we'll of course put some stairs so that you're not falling down when you come in here. Whoa. Want to get back up, please? And over here we have our stairs. I'm gonna make the same stairs on the other side, I think. But we have stairs here coming up from the ground floor. And we have a door in here to the maintenance area, both on this side and the other side of the building. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. So the next step is setting up the assemblers for the steel modular frames. And let me do that, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, let's see what has happened. So I put this tiny little side up here, caution max clearance 8 meters. I think it needs to be bigger somehow. We have lights, and oh, we need to go this way to get upstairs. So there are a few things that have happened, quite a lot actually. So let's head upstairs and have a peek. So we put these doors in last time. We got lights, and we have a couple of lights in here. We have lights over in our pods here, which is very, very nice. And I still haven't changed the color of that. So we have lights on the side here. I'll have to do the same on the other side, but I ran out of quartz crystals. I think it is I need for those. No, I ran out of something that I need for those. But I need to put those in on the other sides as well. But we have lights in here now. And we have a roof on the outer section here, which I really like. I think that looks pretty darn good. And then if we go upstairs, we have authorized personnel only in here, in our maintenance area. Ooh, that one's kind of close. It's fine. It's fine. And then we come up and we have our setup up here. So we have 4 machines here making modular frames. We have 3 there, 3 on the other side, and 4 over there. And then we have this walk area in between, which I really like, that you can stand here and look out. Of course, when you get a roof on here, it won't be as much of a lookout, but it is a lookout. We have a skylight in the middle here, and as you can see, I kind of made this in sections. So this is a 4 meter tilted wall, and then it's a flat, then it's a 2 meter, and then the skylight in the middle. But I think this floor looks pretty good. I haven't pulled power or anything up, but all the belts are set up here for inputs and for outputs, and all the outputs come together in here and in there, and then on the underfloor they will all come together on one belt. So I don't think I set that up yet. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's these 2 that will be doing that. Alrighty. If we head downstairs, way downstairs, stuff has happened down there as well. So let's just run down and take a peek. Because stuff has happened down here as well. So over here we have all our steel ingots that are going to be used for the pipes. They are coming out here, and they will be running over this way. So I needed to clear these 3, so I had to go below them and then back up so that I could run them across the roof here. Also, I started building the outer wall of the facility. So all the belts are coming across here, coming out here, going up across the roof and into those 3 elevators, which are the ones that we have on the ground floor. Upstairs, the kind of the centerpiece of the building, you might say, where all of those are going up. And I'm not entirely sure about this outer wall. I might move the outer wall out here so that it's the entire thing that's encased. or make it two walls, one here and one there. I'm not entirely sold on any of it yet. I like the pillars here. They need to be colored though, so that they're not the same color as the background wall. And then I made this little entry shack thing, which I kind of like as well. So we have the trains coming in there. Now we can see that we have 4 items that need to go up here. That will be a belt of concrete, a belt of 2 belts of screws, and a belt of reinforced iron plate. So I'm thinking that the concrete and the reinforced iron plate will be there, and the 2 belts of screws will be there. But yeah, that looks pretty okay. Then we have a ramp here, and I really like what I accidentally made here. Oh, that's interesting. These jaggedy edges. I really kind of like them on the side. I think that looks pretty good. Coming up here, and I of course filled in all of the floors. I think it's all coming together really rather nicely. Another Christmas present. And the last thing I'll show you in this episode, because we won't have time to finish this all up today, unfortunately. It will be finished in the next one, I am fairly certain though, because there's not that much left. So we have our steel ingots coming down here, 2 over here, 3 over here. 2 of them are going down to make screws, and these 3 are going down to make our pipes. Oh, another present. Presents galore. I love it. And the ones for the screws, they are coming down this way, and then they're just crossing the ceiling here and going into there. So it's kind of funny that the slow belt, the Mach 1 belt, it's the things are below, but in the Mach 4 belt they're kind of hooked into it. It makes it look a little bit different, which I don't know if I like or not. But it is what it is. But they're going in there, and so that's ready to power up, basically. I do need to pull a lot of power cables. A lot of power cables. But that's fine. I do kind of look like the belts coming across here. I don't necessarily like this very much, but I didn't really have a choice. And I basically locked in our boogie here, our explorer. I have put walls on this side as well, and as you can see, the floor goes out. So this is all enclosed. I need to do the same somehow on the other side. But yeah, I think the build is coming together. I do need to hook up these miners as well. Get them going in somehow. All of them, basically. But all in all, I am pretty happy with how things are looking. And I like that the weird palm trees here are sticking up through, because it just gives a little bit of greenery in the area. So I actually really like that. Another Christmas present over there. There isn't as much on the other side because I had to cut it all away, but there's some. There's some. But yeah, I would love to hear what you think of this build so far. I'm fairly certain, like 95% certain, that we'll be finishing this up in the next episode. I do need to pull a lot of cables. I need to pull these ingredients over. So that's the screws and stuff. But all in all, I'm really liking how this is looking. I really, really am. So let me know if you agree or if you think I am an absolute crap builder. Which is, of course, fair enough if you think so, because I know that there are some wonderful builders out there, and I'm kind of a noob, so I'm doing the best I can with the experience I have. But I would really love to hear what you think so far. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.